Morning, folks. Eric Wages here with Just 3 Minutes. Today I want to talk to you about incredibly aspirational but totally achievable leadership virtues. I need just 3 minutes of your time. Let's get going. The list I'm going to talk about might sound familiar to you, but you might not have heard them all packaged in a way that makes sense for leaders. So let me just start by giving you the list in full, and then we can dig into each one separately. So first, a leader is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Does that sound familiar to you at all? So what does it mean to be trustworthy? That means you do what you say you're going to do, how you do it, the way you're going to do it, and most importantly of all, when you're going to do it. Loyal means you are focused on you, your team, and your beliefs, and holding true to those. You care for everyone around you and you've got their backs. Helpful means you're focused on the needs of the team, making sure they have what they need to be successful, giving them all that assistance, and doing whatever you can to make their lives easier. Friendly means being nice to everyone around you, even people very different from you. Being courteous means having polite manners. Treat everyone nice around you. Kind is treating others as you want to be treated yourself. No one wants to work with a jerk. Cheerful. Life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean you can't have a good attitude. Try to approach everything with an upbeat spirit. Now, being thrifty is an interesting one. That's not just how you spend money, but how do you spend your time? How do you spend your resources, especially the time of your team? Being brave is one of my favorite. Usually it means leaning in to take a risk, but being courageous when others might have pressure to hold back. Being clean is how do you approach your day with your attire, yourself, and your mind. And last but not least is reverent. Now, from my perspective, being reverent is being true to your beliefs, the straight and narrow, and being laser focused on those outcomes and not deviating from that. Now, these might sound familiar to you if you've had the pleasure of growing up and possibly going through the Boy Scouts. Now, I am a former Boy Scout, and I hold these values near and dear to my heart, and they have guided me incredibly well in my life. Now, if you have any other things that are on your list that you hold as values or virtues, I'd love for you to make a comment, because this is a narrative and a discussion about how do we hold ourselves accountable to not just the rest of the people around us and our teams, but how do we hold ourselves personally accountable to our inner selves? How do we be genuine to ourselves? If you don't have a litmus test, this is a pretty good list, and it's a very lofty list, but I think you can achieve it. So if you've got time, give this another read, give this another listen, and tell me what resonates. I'd love to hear from you. That's it. This is Eric with Just 3 Minutes. Cheers.